Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to Mrs. Bartunek's Art Room. I've been thinking lately that it's kind of difficult to create art at home because a lot of the times when we're in our art room, we have lots of that wonderful materials like pastels and paints, markers and colored pencils, and we might not necessarily have those things at home to create art. So today, I'm going to show you how to create a monoprint, which is a type of printmaking. But instead of using our normal printmaking materials like we do in the classroom, I'm going to do them by using materials that I have in my home, everyday normal objects. Now, this project is going to get a little bit messy, so you do want to make sure that you have some protective equipment to protect your surfaces. As you can see, I've already laid out my thick pieces of oak tag paper, and you can lay out your newspaper or regular paper, or you can even go outside if you'd like to. All right, I think it's time to see the materials we're going to be working with. First, let's take a look at what a monoprint is. A monoprint is a form of printmaking in which only one print is pulled. If we look at other printmaking techniques that we've done in the classroom, typically those techniques are done with woodcuts or linoleum, where we carve an image into something, we place a piece of paper on top of it, and when we peel the paper up, we see the image. As with a monoprint, the word mono means one, so it means that you will only be getting one print from this process. Here are some materials that you're going to need today for this project. You need water-based markers, such as Crayola markers. Something like a permanent marker, like a Sharpie, will not work for this project. You can choose to use as many colors as you'd like, or stick with only one or two. You're going to need some plain pieces of paper. This is where our print is going to end up as our final artwork. And if you have a water bottle at your house, a spray bottle, you can fill that up with water. But if you don't have one, you can see what I've done here. All I've done is I've taken a bowl and I've filled it halfway up with water. So my water is just about up to here. And then we need the material that's going to make our monoprint. Now I have three options here. If you have all of these items available at home, you can do a monoprint with all three. Or if you only have one, you can just choose one. I have a Ziploc bag, a plastic shopping bag, and a piece of aluminum foil. So go ahead and see what materials you have available at your home, and then I will be right here and we can move on to the next step. Now, although we have three different materials, I just want you to realize that the process that we're going to be doing for this project is going to be the same for all three materials, and I will do the same thing. The first one I'm going to use is the Ziploc bag. I'm going to take my markers, and just very simply, so you can see, I'm going to go ahead and do my drawing. Your drawing can be elaborate and detailed, or it can be something as simple as this, colored lines. Then if you have your spray bottle, you can spray it with a little bit of water. If you don't have a spray bottle, I'm just going to dip my fingers in the water and just kind of go like this. Okay? And then I'm going to take my paper and lay it right on top. Press it down. Try not to move the paper all around. And then I'm going to peel up. And that's my print. And I'm going to leave it to dry. Now remember, these drawings can be as simple or complicated as you'd like. So that's how I do that on the Ziploc. Let's move on to the plastic bag. All right, I'm going to do the exact same thing. Now I'm going to draw something. Maybe I want to do All right, same thing again. I go in with the water, add some water. Again, if you have the spray bottle, you can use that. But you don't want to be using too much water, because we all know that if we use too much water, the regular paper will start to deteriorate. All right, I'm getting my paper. Ready, I'm gonna lay it down. Once it's flat, it's down. I'm not touching it. I'm just gonna go like this. Start to pat it gently, and you can see my design start to come through the paper. Here we go. There's that other design. And last but not least, we're going to do the foil. Don't get too hung up on trying to create a perfect design. This type of artwork is all about experimentation, and abstract art really looks the best with this type of art. So you can see I'm not really drawing something specific. I'm kind of just going in and adding color where I want to. Some areas it's a lot, sometimes it's a little. And I get to make these really cool abstract designs. Printing is a great way to work on your abstract and non-objective art. Remember, non-objective art doesn't look like anything, and abstract art might have some resemblance to something in real life, but does not look real. All right, boys and girls, that's it for this episode of Mrs. Bartunek's Art Room. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope I see you soon. Have a wonderful day.